But you and I mentioned you had a story about how you guys met. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure.
Because here's a question I do have to preface with is, were you, and maybe I should know this, was it like you were the pest guy and then you married Ray and then you became the pest woman? Like, you know what I mean? Or did you both into pests and it was like, divine intervention?
Yeah, so
he rescued you from
Yeah.
I actually was a consultant for a makeup and skincare company before we met, and I was babysitting.
Wow.
But yeah, so we actually were in the same middle school homeroom together.
That's great.
and
All the way
in the
through high
same
school.
high school.
No
We
way.
graduated high school.
Couldn't
together.
stand him. Could not stand him. And I
That's
got along with everyone. I didn't have like a huge group, but like I
Sure.
would talk to anybody, anything like that. But there was something about him, just his untied Timbs walking down the hall with his lacrosse stick. I wanted to slap him.
Lacrosse guy. Yeah.
So
And her boyfriend was my best
Yeah.
friend. So I was,
Yeah.
it was
So-
like the dynamic of,
I couldn't stand him every
And now
time
we're gonna
they'd-
bring him in. No.
So every time, I'm gonna go and hang out with him. I was like, okay, you have fun. Like, never would want to be around him. So now at least that worked out, that we know why. But my first husband passed away unexpectedly, and
the first time we'd seen each other since high school
was
was
his
at
funeral.
the funeral.
Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah, and they hadn't spoken because me and my first husband had our first child right out of high school. So they hadn't spoken. Everyone kind of was living their life. And he just, I would like to come over, talk with you, kind of see what
wanted-
happened.
Yeah,
And
hear about what I'd missed the last 10
yeah,
years in his life.
and
Wow.
he did. He came to my house with cookies his dad made. His dad's an amazing baker. And my whole family was there, and we just sat down and I kind of filled him in on everything. And then he was like, I really want to be a part of the older two's life. Like, I would like to, him and a couple other friends said that. And we ended up going to breakfast a couple weeks later. And then bye, have a good day, And as soon as I got in the car, there was something I was like, oh my goodness, I don't think I'm supposed to be feeling what I am right now. And
Uh-huh.
it kind of just went from there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, ever since then,
What a
had
great
two
story.
more kids of our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Raising my childhood best friend's sons. It's really weird now that they're teenagers because they're starting
They
to
look
look like
just
him.
like him.
They're
Wow.
looking like him,
Yeah.
acting like him.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they were 9 and 6 when he died. So like the younger of those two, he has memories, but it's just funny how many of the characteristics passed on to him in just those 5 or 6 years
Sure.
before he died, and he's exactly like his father.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
But it's fun. I get to share stories with them that they probably never would have heard.
Right.
Some they don't
otherwise,
need
and-
to hear because it gives them ideas.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure there's
all
some.
good.
I'm sure there's some comfort, in there, whether they know it or not. Makes them feel closer to their
Yeah.
dad
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
because you're an extension of that.